Baker going to throw this right away. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down.
Complete to Terrace Marshall. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. 30 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
The Chiefs pick up their first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 6-0 our score after 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First down, Mayfield. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Here we go with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Mayfield on first down, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Mayfield now. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Yeah, we got to look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On 1st down, Mahomes. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. But now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Edwards-Helaire down to about the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Mahomes going to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the eye. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly...
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Open man is Anderson. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 99 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So two scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 37 yards. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
The partner into the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Hubbard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That'll That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Fourth down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Found his target, it's Anderson. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And again, it's Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Baker Mayfield. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Credit Corey Littleton blowing that play up.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Mayfield on play action. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a rush coming, and he's taken down. Leo Chanel, his second sack of the night.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And
he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow, yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Parker. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Corey Littleton able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. Touchdown, Panthers. Stephon Sullivan. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Panthers 24, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 41 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Pacers take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or what do you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yellow!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mahomes will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, Dick.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mayfield to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain an 11-point spread. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain. Corral. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come?
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup. It's on first down.
Jalen Petrie on the stop. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Gordon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Again, Gordon. And Gordon will work his way in. Touchdown, Broncos. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 16. A first down throw for Mills. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on second and long. Mills, he's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
First down, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Mills to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They go play action. Mills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brevin Jordan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Mills going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 27-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson to Gordon out left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw is Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos are able to move back in front.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd down, Mills again.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mills throw here into the hands of Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, it's Mills. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down throw for Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Mills on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that thrower partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Rex Burkhead. 34 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Wilson. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake, Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, running right is Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 48 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is where he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when you're...
And I think the ball's out. And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety, 2 points.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 45 yards. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A run up the middle with Mack, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12.
Mills. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Mills now. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Mills.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Throwing, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fourth down, Mills.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Mills again.
The 20.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the gut with Burkhead.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now Mills.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here's Mills.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Going for it with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He's going to lose 19 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.